So, you've come to me today to ask for a favor on the day of my daughter's wedding. Nah, just kidding. So you guys are here because you probably want to learn how to make money doing voiceover from home. Well, I'm here to tell you my experience, and hopefully this can give you guys some ideas on how you can get started making money doing voiceover. All right, so you guys are probably no stranger to what's going on in the world right now. There's a pandemic. COVID-19 has ravaged through our world, streets, lives, brains, everything. It's awful. So a lot of us found ourselves without work. I was one of those people. I'm a performer, a vocalist at the theme parks here in Orlando, Florida, and unfortunately I was furloughed. And just like a lot of people, I didn't really know how I was gonna make money after I got furloughed. So then around November of 2020, I remembered that I took a voiceover workshop. And if there was ever a time to dive into voiceover, now was the time. So I got my equipment out and I started researching how I could get started on voiceover. And it worked. I started making a lot of money. I started making enough income to not only sustain myself, but my partner and I. And after just a few months, I started doubling the income that I had from my previous job. So I want to share with you guys today some tips that can help you get started right now making money on the internet doing voiceover. Performers, I'm looking at you. All right, so just a few things before we get started here. Voiceover is not just impressions. So this is how I kind of started too. I have always been really good at impersonating people, doing impressions, doing funny voices. So naturally I was like, well, maybe voiceover could be a thing that I could do really easily. If I wasn't a performer and if I hadn't been taking acting classes since I was 13 years old, I don't know if I would be as successful as I am right now, because voice acting is still acting. A lot of voice actors on the internet will tell you this as well. Voice acting is acting. You need to be able to interpret a script, find the beats in the script, and know where to put the emphasis. If you don't know how to do this, that's okay. Just see if you can take a couple improv classes or try to watch as many YouTube videos as you can about just basic improv, basic acting 101. Also, for some of the websites I'm going to tell you right now, you don't necessarily need an extensive acting resume. You just need to be able to be available and affordable. For those of you that don't have an extensive acting resume, I recommend not signing up for pay-to-play sites just yet. Now, what a pay-to-play site is a website where you can put your services out there, but you also pay a membership fee in order to be seen. So like voices.com, for example. So there are 3 big steps I want to share with you today. Step number 1. Invest in some equipment. Now, it doesn't need to be super high tech because you're just starting out. So go on Amazon and look up some microphones. Some of the really good ones that I found are what I have, which is a Blue Yeti Pro that's about $249, just a regular Blue Yeti, which is $99, a Snowball, which is about $39, and an Audio Technica, which is $79. So between these options, you really have a range of price points that you can choose which one you feel comfortable getting. All of these are great starter mics. Step number 2, you want to find a DAW, which is a digital audio workspace. The one that I use, which is completely free, and I still use it, is Audacity. It's a great digital audio workspace where you can edit your audio and export it in a really easy to use way. A lot of other actors use Adobe Audition, which is what my mentor uses, and I eventually want to get up to that point. I just have to be able to get some funds together in order to afford it every single month. Adobe Audition is a great digital audio workspace. If you can afford it, I would recommend using that as well. Step number 3. Get online. God bless the internet, because now there's millions of ways you can make money online. So 3 websites I'm gonna suggest to you today to get started doing voiceover and making money is Fiverr, Reddit with the subreddit Record This, and voices.com. So Fiverr is going to be the easiest one to get started with. You're going to start by making 1 gig and you're going to offer your voiceover services, and you're going to put up your demo. If you don't have a demo, that's okay, I'll explain in a minute. Put up your demo and charge $5 or $10 to start. This is how you start getting social proof, because people are willing to pay $5 to $10 for a voiceover if you don't have a ton of experience, because you're very affordable. And that's what you need to do to get started. So if you don't have a demo, that's okay. People can still make money without a demo. What you have to do is what my roommate has done actually, and talk to the Fiverr customer, set up your microphone and talk directly to the Fiverr customer. Hi, my name's Cristina, and I will be providing you your female millennial voiceover. Just a quick little audio sample of you speaking, basically, which is probably what most people are going to be looking for at the start. So don't worry about doing voices or proving that you can do a bunch of voices. That's not it right now. You really just want to prove that you are a person who can speak and what you sound like naturally. So once you create your Fiverr gig, offer 24-hour turnaround time. This is something that's really important because people want it fast and cheap. And if you are those two options, you're gonna have a very good time getting people to come to you. I won't spend too much time on buyer requests because that'll be for a different video, but buyer requests basically is a section of Fiverr where you can go into and look at what clients are wanting. So what kind of voiceovers they need, how long the scripts are, what their budget is, and you can message them and send them samples that you have of either their script that you recorded or a sample of your demo or the sample of you talking. So now here you are. You have your one gig, charging $5 to $10, and people are coming to you. They're ordering. This is great. You're making money, right? So what you need to do is make sure that you are consistently communicating, you deliver on time, and you provide great customer service. Then you're well on your way to being a very good Fiverr seller. Your goal is to get as many reviews as possible so that you can create social proof so that way you can bump up your prices later. Try to aim for around 80 to 100 reviews. You can always try bumping it up, but my recommendation is that you get enough experience with 100 reviews to be able to feel more confident bumping up your rates. All right, the second website I want to talk to you guys about is Reddit. So on Reddit, there is a subreddit called Record This, which is basically people posting their projects and they need voice actors. Now, a lot of these projects aren't paid, but some of them are. It could range from anything from a full price voiceover gig for $1,000 to like 30 to 50 bucks for a couple lines. But these are a lot of creatives posting on here asking for voiceover artists. And this is a great way to do some free work, paid work, and get experience. If you want to create a demo, if that's something you're working towards, do these jobs and ask for the final product when they're done. And if they share it with you, you can add it to your demo reel, which is great. It's always great. Now, the third website I want to talk about is voices.com. Now, this is a pay-to-play website, which means that you pay for a membership in order to be seen by more clients on the website. So I have a membership to voices.com and I audition for jobs. Voices.com and Voices123 are main sites where you can audition for voiceover jobs. So basically, let's say you get a membership and you sign up and you fill out all your information. You fill out your profile, you put samples up of your work, and you fill out all the tags for the type of voiceover that you provide, put up a really good photo of yourself. This usually helps. And then start auditioning for jobs that come through your email and let you know which ones you're a match for. They are much higher paid than Fiverr and Record This. I'll tell you that right now. They are much higher paid. So it's definitely worth your time to audition for these. I would recommend auditioning about 10 to 15 times a day on voices.com to really get the most out of it. So those are the three sites I wanted to talk about, but basically your biggest goal in all of this when you're starting out making money doing voiceover from home is to try and get your demo reel made. Your demo reel is your business card in the voiceover industry. So you want to try and compile as much of the work that you've gotten as possible to try to make a nice demo reel. Saving up to hire somebody to do this is a really good idea because you can get a really nicely produced demo reel. But you don't always have to pay to get a demo reel done. You can put it yourself. But ultimately, your demo reel should be mission number one while you're getting experience and making some money on the side. So those are the three websites I wanted to talk to you guys about and how you can get started making money today online doing voice acting. So just before we leave, a couple of resources that really helped me on my voiceover journey are these that I'm about to mention. I would check out A VO's Journey by Anthony Pica. He is a voiceover artist and he specifically teaches the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their voiceover business. I listen to him religiously. I'm in the Facebook group that he has. I listen to his podcast on Spotify and I watch his YouTube videos. He is another one of my mentors in my mind. Another one that you guys probably are familiar with is Brizzy Voices. Follow her on YouTube. She's a shining beacon of an example of what you can do online as a voiceover artist, and she gives great tips. My mentor, personally, that I highly recommend is Daniel Wachs, who is a voiceover artist out of Orlando. Check out voiceoversbydan.com to check out his stuff. And see if you can send him a message and let him know I sent you. And the last website I want to show you guys is iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. It is led by the D. Bradley Baker. He is a voiceover artist, very prominent. I'm sure you guys have heard his voice, but he wrote a whole website on helping you to become a voice actor, and he gives so many great tips, and I highly recommend reading through it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope it works out for you guys. Please comment below if this is something that you've been doing and you've already started making money and getting better at it. So let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now get out there and start doing it.